What is up, guys? This is TWG Guy, and today we have something, well, a little bit different, something that we haven't done in a while, and that's Pokemon Battle. So, I had a Pokemon Battle with my youngest son today, because we thought it would be fun. So, I went ahead and I picked up some pokes. He brought some of his. Now, he's been doing a lot of training. He's finally beat the game. He's done a lot of trading via the, that thing. The random trades. So, I'm excited to see what he has. Now, I did, of course, have this battle earlier, so this is obviously not live. So, I'm going to go ahead and start off with my Ferrothorn, just because, well, I am. He's going to start off with his new Ivysaur that he just recently got. I'm going to go ahead and go for the knockoff. Now, I haven't fully trained this Ferrothorn, or a few of these pokes. He does go for the Sludge Bomb. I did have to let him know that poison type moves don't work on steel type Pokemon. But he saw the green, he saw the grass, so he knew that poison, should work. So he's learning, and this is a learning experience for him. And well, he's come a long way since he first picked up the Switch and picked up the game and started playing. So that's happy for me. So I go ahead and I swap into my Charizard. He does go for the Solar Beam. Now, I'm not quite sure if he knows quite what Solar Beam does, because he did get a little bit confused as to why he didn't attack. So I don't think he realized that it's a two-step move. So I'm able to get a free switch on Charizard and smack him with a Flamethrower, with dropping a little bit of knowledge on him as to what Solar Beam does. So down goes his Ivysaur. We're in the lead for now. Oh no, now we have to wait. The communicating part. I don't like the waiting. I was debating if I should speed this up or not, just because this is an 11-minute, or almost 12-minute video. Holy crap. 12-minute battle. It was the first of like 4 battles that we had tonight, so it was interesting. I was really happy that he sends out the Poplio. Now, I didn't know what to think, because I didn't even know he had a Poplio. Like, I didn't know that he had received a Poplio via the random trade. So I go for the Air Slash just because I didn't really want to swap in, because I figured, it's a Poplio, it should die. It doesn't die, it lives, and it brings out Hydro Pump. And I look at him, and I'm like, what? And I'm like, why does he have Hydro Pump? Where did you get a Poplio with a Hydro Pump? And of course, he got it from the random trades. And the fact that its name is Ian is great. So I hit him with another Air Slash. Unfortunately, our Charizard is damn near dead now. So that is unfortunate. Now, like I said, I am in the process of training most of these mons. Charizard's fully trained, so I was able to fully train him, and I did the Battle Tower thing. So he's fully use the gold bottle caps and stuff like that. So Charizard's good to go. In comes PokemonLabs.com. So now this one here, I know he got online because it's a shiny Garchomp. This one here, I do remember him telling me because he accidentally traded it to his brother, and then they got into a spat. So I'm sitting there trying to figure out, alright, so now who do I want to switch into? I go down to Zoodomon. I'm like, I could definitely bring in Blastoise. Blastoise could definitely tank a move. That's fine, because I was predicting him to go for, like, Stone Edge or something of that matter. So I go ahead and swap out Charizard, thinking the Stone Edge was coming, because obviously it's a Charizard. But I was wrong. I was completely wrong. He did not go for Stone Edge. And I was like, oh, okay, because he goes for Outrage. And the Outrage just, oh my god, poor Zoodomon. Just absolutely devastates Zoodomon. So I go for the Ice Beam just because I know that there's no use switching out, because nothing really wants to get hit with this Outrage from this Garchomp. So unfortunately, Zoodomon does go down. Zoodomon was the first Pokemon that I got to level 100. He was also the first shiny that I got in the game. So that was the thing, and that kind of sucked. That hurt my pride a little bit. So I got him to Ferrothorn just because Ferrothorn does have the Iron Barbs and the Rocky Helmet. So I'm like, alright, I can throw Leech Seed at him. So he'll get hurt by the Iron Barbs. He'll then get hurt by the Rocky Helmet, and then the Leech Seed will heal me a little bit. So so we're getting a little bit of damage off, plus we're healing ourselves a bit. And he gets confused, which is great, fantastic, stupendous. It's great. So go for the Leech Seed. Leech Seed hits, and that's what we like to see. We like to see moves hitting. Because I don't know how many times that we've had a Leech Seed go and then just not hit, just miss. It's just like, oh, okay. So now here's kind of where I make a bonehead move. I go for the Ingrain. I don't know why I have Ingrain on here. Like I said, I'm in the process of training this Ferrothorn, so I don't actually have his moveset set up. So I go for the move that I thought was the smart move, which was the Ingrain. I was like, okay. So he can stay in there with it. And then he brings out the Cinderace, and I'm like, crap. Like, as I go for the Ingrain, it completely, like, it didn't even cross my mind that Ingrain roots you to the battle, so you can't switch. And, I mean, it's been a long time since I've battled, so here I actually go to try to switch. I'm like, alright, yeah, no, sure, whatever, I'll go to Golrook, sacrifice him, but I can't switch. And that's when I was, like, freaking out over here at my table, and he's just sitting over there cackling and cackling and cackling. He goes for the Blast Burn, and of course that is more than enough to take out our Ferrothorn. So the Ferrothorn is going to go down. Yikes. So I know the Cinderace is out, and now I'm sitting here thinking, well, you know, I gotta go out there and hit him hard. Gotta hit him with something, right? Gotta try to do something. So I go out into my Charizard just because now my Charizard's pretty quick. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's timid. But that rabbit's faster, man. But, you know, he had to recharge, so that's great. So I go for the Air Slash, and it's a critical hit, but it's not enough to take him out. So I'm like, no! And he's just laughing, and he's just like, sorry, but I gotta do this. And I'm like, you gotta do what? And he goes for the quick attack. And I'm like, are you serious? No. And then I die. I'm like, I was so flustered. But it was great. It was great to see that he's learning. It was great to see that he's doing stuff. So now I'm sitting here trying to figure out who the heck to go into. Now, I don't know if you've seen the moveset on that Chansey as I go up and down through, but there's no good moves on it. Like, the moves on that Chansey are, nah. So I'll go into 2G here. 2G, again, in the process of training it, I don't have the Everstone on it. I have the Light Ball on it, and it just dies. Just dies. Tried to go for the Nuzzle, you know, tried to get that paralysis on there so I could, you know, cripple it speed-wise, and nothing. So I'm like, crap. So I'm sitting here thinking, I'm going to lose. I'm absolutely going to lose, and my wife is in the living room laughing hysterically because I'm about to lose to my youngest son in Pokemon, the game that I introduced them to, the game that I love to play more than just about anything else. And I'm sitting there thinking, I was like, great, what is up with this set? I don't have Soft Boiled, I don't have nothing, I don't have Toxic, I don't have anything on this Chansey. So I'm like, alright, whatever, I'll just go on to Shesh. So I pop Shesh out there, so I'm like, alright, so he's up, he's got 4 pokes, we got 2 left. I'm like, okay. So I'm pretty, down to max here, go for the max Phantasm. I'm like, well, we're just gonna have to hope that we can try to outspeed, maybe, possibly. No, we can't. Oh. We were in a pickle. We were in a pickle, and then I realized I didn't bring out my G-Max one, but I brought out, well, this one. Back when they were doing the event things and whatnot, this one here had the best nature and whatnot. So I was like, oh, yeah, well, you know what? This is actually the second Pokemon I've gotten to level 100. Painstakingly battling the tag battle tournaments and stuff, and that it just seems to take a real long time, and I really wish I had more of those experience stones that you can get from whatnot. So I do get the kill, do get a little bit of healing off, which is great, but he still has 3 pokes, and I'm like, crap, what is he gonna bring out? What Pokemon could he possibly have that he's gonna bring out? And then I remembered, crap, he still has the Garchomp, and then I see red, and I'm like, because I trained, this is a Charizard that I bred from a Charmander because both of my sons said that they wanted a G-Max Charizard because they don't have the DLC. So I was like, alright, I'll go ahead and I'll breed one for you and I'll raise it up and, you know, make a G-Max. So the fact that he's using my own Pokemon against me, I'm like, okay. Okay. So I'm able to hit him with the max lightning, so that's great. I mean, if he didn't G-Max, probably would have killed, but he G-Max and his I was actually really surprised to see how much damage it did, but he is able to hit me with that G-Max Wildfire, and that is more than enough for that 53 HP that Gengar has. And we're down to one last Pokemon. Our final. The last Pokemon that we have is the Chansey. The Chansey that we haven't fully trained yet. I mean, look at the moveset. Double Edge, Pound, Fling, and Last Resort. So I'm sitting here thinking, alright, I gotta figure out something to do here. So I'm like, alright, you know what? Double Edge does the most, and I'll go for Pound, and then, you know, maybe Fling, and then I can hit him with Last Resort. Because Last Resort hits hard. Like, don't get me wrong, Last Resort hits hard, but you have to use all your other moves first. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, well, this isn't going to work because Fling will fling the Everstone that I have. And if I fling the Everstone that I have, I won't have my boosted defense. So I'm sitting there thinking, so I try him. I go for the bounce. So I'm like, all right, 2 moves down, 2 moves down, 2 more to go, and potentially deal some damage. So I am tanking these G-Max Wildfires fairly well, but I mean, it is a Chansey with the Everstone. So, you know, it bulky. It's always been bulky. Chansey's always been, like, stupidly bulky. So he does run out of his big boy form, so he's going to go back, and I am going to be able to take him out with the Devil Edge, because here I'm sitting here thinking to myself, if I use Fling, I'm not going to be able to have my Everstone, I'm not going to be able to tank things no more, and I'm sitting here thinking, like, God, what do I do? So I just go for Double Edge. I'm like, you know what? Fine. Double Edge hits the most, he goes for the Inferno, he misses the Inferno, go for that Double Edge, and it kills it. So I was like, great, it kills it. I stand a chance. There is a chance because the recoil is not doing a lot. And then the G-Max Wildfire residual damage kicks in. I'm like, I'm dead. Next Pokemon, I am dead. I'm dead no matter what. And then I remembered that he had this. So I'm like, oh, okay. He has a guard jump. And I've just got my Chansey left. So, I lose. I lose my very first wireless Pokemon battle that's not in-game to my youngest son. And that was interesting. He was happy. He was so beyond happy. And it was great. It was definitely one of those things that was a lot of fun. I'm just glad that he's enjoying the game as much as I did when I was his age. So I cannot wait to upload some more of these battles just because, well, we had a lot of fun with them. All right, guys. You have yourselves a great night. Thanks for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye now.